Good afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you're all doing good. Enjoying your week. And ETS2 is back. The competition continues. Now, updating. Currently on ATS, we have $77,092 plus 8 trucks. So technically, ETS is in the lead. Just didn't think I'd be saying that, but I mean, let's be honest. Obviously, we had to repaint the first 5 trucks in the first garage to the company colours, which cost us 29 grand. So we didn't have the money to get another truck, otherwise we would have. But saying that, we also got to spend an extra 29 grand for each truck here. So we've got the 3 trucks here, so we've got 2 to go as well as an upgrade. But we did in ATS upgrade the garage, so I think ATS is up one up there because that's 100 grand as well. So which I forgot about until now. So ATS is actually still on the lead. Yeah, so we need to upgrade the garage. That's the first protocol, which we'll do probably after one delivery, if that. And we might get some income coming in from our other workers. I need to find as many recruitment agencies as I can for ETS, because we don't have much of a choice of drivers compared to ATS. The other thing I wanted to check is to see how much we made in the last 7 days. 365,000 compared to ATS's 439. So it's not that bad. But for this to catch up, it needs to be more, doesn't it? Making more every 7 days. Right. Take a sip of my coffee. Actually, I'm going to have another sip. And currently, we're miles from nowhere. I did repair the truck. We were originally on 90 grand. We're on 90,560 and I've repaired the truck. And it was acting a bit weird too, but I think, well, the steering was actually when I was driving it over there. It was vibrating quite a lot. My drinks were moving back and forth, my screen's moving back and forth, but it was I think my Logitech software, because sometimes I plug, normally what I do is I turn the computer off and restart it before I do any streaming, and I plug the wheel in before I reboot start the computer back up. But Logitech has this thing where it might pick up the wheel or not. Sometimes it's still saying it's trying to connect. Which all I have to do is shut down the Logitech software and then start it up again and it's fine. So I wonder if that had something to do with it. But we need to find a job. Now, I think we started off last week on a freight market. External contract for where we are is the most likely best scenario to get us back to either Spain or Romania. And it's going to be a bit of a drive. That's if we find a job, of course. That's the thing. We've got to find a job. Well, there's a few here. I suppose that's a good start. But of course, we've got to find ones. So I know there isn't a DHL here or Newmount. Is it Newmount? No, it's Transvisa. Transvisa's the other one for this one. Newmount's an ATS. I know there's neither... or either of those are not here anyway, so that's all set up. So we're going to find a delivery to one of those places in either Spain or Romania, which could pose a bit of a problem. I suppose we'll look for Transvisa. Being a bit lazy. Well, that's Great Britain, that's Poland. Not looking good, is it? Another one to Poland. Oh dear, I will check the freight market, see how we get on with that. We've got one to Great Britain. Not a single one for transvisa so far. Nothing. Do you know what that means? If we can't find a job, we've got to travel back. And I'll be travelling back to the garage I'm currently at. G'day, Causey. How are you, buddy? How's your week been, mate? That's going to cost us $1,000. Not too terrible. Well, that's good. That's better than terrible. Or totally terrible. Right, so let's find us a job here then. No, actually, the first thing I want to do is I want to go and find this recruitment agency.
Time to get the job done.
We'll get this out of the way.
When possible, make a U-turn.
How about I just go straight instead of making a U-turn? GPS, how's that sound to you? Interesting, I didn't make any money on that long travel.
Get ready.
Instantly long travel.
Turn right.
Oh, it looks like my accelerator pedal's sticking again.
It was a nice ride.
Well, it was a short ride, if anything. Right, let's find ourselves a job, shall we? Just trying to set myself up a little bit better. Got a bit of a sore back today. Was it because it was the only truck release that year? All right, external contracts. We don't have a transfever here, isn't it? Because I wouldn't mind. I don't think we've done a delivery for them possibly ever. But admittedly, it's the old RT log. So we were doing quite a bit of it, weren't we, at the start? All right, so we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got one to Turkey for 12,000. We've got one to Bow Grade for $7,000. We've got another one to Turkey for 22, and another one to Turkey for 20. For those who are new here, you get the opportunity to let me know which delivery you would like me to take, and you do you do that by putting in a number for the delivery. So this is number 1, delivery number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I think you get the picture now. So I'll give you guys 30 seconds starting now. For anyone else, we've got Causey. He's always on the ball. He's got his thumb on the pulse, and he's going with number 3 because we can use the. Oh yes, yes. I like that idea. Just a little bit longer. All right, mate. And number 3's the winner. Well, I'm going to stay in cab view for the rest of the day, because that's what we were in obviously when we finished last week on that day, and it looks like we're still on the same day because it was a Wednesday. It was Wednesday at 10:30.
Turn left.
Might have to pick up my pedals again. Give them a bit of a shake. See if I can't stop that
Turn right.
throttling that was happening. 50k. Oh, just trying to get to 80.
Turn right, and then turn left. Turn left.
So yeah, it was okay. So the Renault Magnum actually had a lot of innovations in terms of driver comfort. Okay, which I suppose is okay if you're not, you know, delivering heavy loads. But I mean, ideally you'd want power and comfort, wouldn't you? And if you need to do a delivery that unfortunately requires power, and to have power you got to substitute comfort, well,
Turn left.
which makes an interesting thing about how do they determine what is the truck of the year.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Come on, open up.
Where it ends.
Right, I'll hook this up, and what I'll do is I'll quickly give my pedals a shake to see if we can't stop this sticky accelerator. Yeah, I haven't got my foot on the accelerator at the moment. Right, while it's doing that, I'll deal with my pedals. Well, let's see if that's made a difference. Hopefully it is. Right, as she said, let's go.
Turn left.
No, doesn't look like it fixed it. Didn't give it a good enough shake. Or maybe too many shakes. Maybe I fixed it on the first shake and the second shake put it
Turn
back.
left.
It's making it sound like I'm double clutching. Yeah, we are two trucks. I mean, we got to first thing we got to do is upgrade the garage here, which we did with ATS last week. Upgraded the second, and then we just got the two trucks to buy, which is going to be interesting how it's going to make the competition be, because as we know, well, as you know, Cuzzy, we've got to spend an extra 29 grand to account for the paint jobs we did on all 5 trucks in the first garage on ATS. Keep it even. And of course, ATS only needs the 2 trucks as well, which we only need the 150 grand budget.
Go straight on.
Where this one, we obviously need 180,000.
Turn right.
Hopefully our hopefully our whatchamacallits, employees will bring in a bit of money, a lot of money.
Go straight on.
I might mention this a couple of times during the stream, just for people that aren't here and might be interested, and might when I get a chance run the command for his YouTube channel. But Mr. Frifgar, as a lot of you know, I'm an admin for Mr. Frifgar. He's got a YouTube channel, well known for his farming simulator content. Will be streaming Farming Simulator 22 well, actually his Friday night. I don't know how to give you the time and date, but it's less than 24 hours away, the stream. I think it will be, he normally starts 8 o'clock his time, which at the moment for me is, oh good, you block everyone up and let me into that lane. I think that's a great deal. So yeah, he normally streams at 8 o'clock his time, which will be 9 o'clock in the morning for me, so he's doing it 8 o'clock Friday night for him. 9 o'clock Saturday for me, which I won't be watching because I want to keep, I haven't watched anything to do with Farming Simulator 22. I wanted to keep it as a nice surprise for when I get the game and do it, which most likely be the first time I'll look at it. Well, I'll probably have to go in and look at it to make sure that the wheel will work for a start, unless we have the same kerfuffle as 19. Where a lot of people couldn't get their wheels to work, and were quite disgusted with that, considering they've had the wheels in the games for a while. You think they'll get it going straight away without issues. I, on the other hand, didn't have a single problem with my wheel in Farmer Simulator 19, not until they fixed everyone else's problems. When they patched everyone else's problems and their wheels, I suddenly had a problem with mine. Didn't last too long. Can't remember what I did to fix it.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yeah, so apart from that, I probably won't be doing much gameplay at all on it. It's going to be available for me, I believe, on the times. Well, I saw a time on there. I don't know how reliable it is, but I think it'll be ready for me 1 o'clock in the morning on the 23rd. It's supposed to be coming out on the 22nd, but most games release dates are tuned to the US times, biggest market, which also means that people in Europe also are awake at that time. It's the poor old Southern Hemisphere guys that sort of miss out. Australia not too bad, because it's sort of evening for them, but it's the next day morning for us here in poor old New Zealand. First one to see the day, always the last one to get everything.
Get ready to turn right.
How the hell does that work? I don't know, but it does. But so that'll be a Tuesday morning, and of course I'll be doing a farming sim stream this Tuesday with Patrio, so that's the FS19, because he will not be having 22. Which will make it interesting. Well, won't make it interesting. I hardly have anyone come along and watch that anyway, so
At the roundabout.
the release of 22 ain't going to change that at all. But yeah, on the Wednesday, hopefully, I will be streaming it, even though it's not a normal day, but I won't stream it on that and replace Thursday's Transocean stream with that as well, so I'll do 2 this week and see how we go. I might also do it again the following week. I'm not quite sure. We'll just put Transocean on hold for a bit, even though we're getting pretty close to finishing that. Though yesterday, a bit of a scary thing happened. I almost failed. I thought it was going to fail. Actually, I came to the... Well, I was absolutely sure. I had a task to be done that was given to me by Scumbag Lydia. I had to do it in 7 months. I had to collect materials from different places around the world and get them to one spot. And if I failed to do that on time... Oh, press a button. Right. The game was over. She was going to close down the company and everything else like that, and the game would have been over. And I'd pretty much done all of it, and I was panicking. I was really panicking. In fact, it would have made a good clip shot when I found out that it didn't go the way I wanted it. I thought it was going to go, because I was rather speechless, which is really weird and rare. Weird and rare for me. Yeah, so I'd got everything. I was panicking, and then I got quite a bit done, and I looked at the time, the current date, and I still had another 3 months to go or something like that. And it looked like I was going to do it easily. There's plenty of time to go. What was even worse is I accepted 2 other contracts just before she did this to me, and I had to not do them. So I'm at a risk of losing money for not completing them. But I'd rather lose the money than to lose a company and end the game. Because I'm there to stream it, and I'd prefer that I get to the actual end of it where I win, not the end of it where she wins. Well, she wins. So, but then next thing I knew, I had less than a month to go. I had about 26 days or something like that, 20 something days left. I was waiting for one ship to arrive for the last bit of stuff, and I clicked on that ship, and the expected time or days it was going to take to get there, from what I could see, was about 4 days past the deadline date. So I resigned to the fact that I wasn't going to do it, and that I would be next week reloading that save, and I started off with yesterday and redoing that next week. But somehow it made it there in time with a days to spare. Now this one, it was from the furthest location, and I had all my ships on full speed doing this delivery, full speed.
Keep right, and then turn right.
And that one I couldn't do full speed without stopping in and getting some fuel. But I didn't bother because I thought I had plenty of time for it to make it. So, because by the time I realised I couldn't speed it up, because it wouldn't allow me, I didn't have the fuel to make it there, and which is a real shame. What you can't do is like tell it to drop off to a port and pick up fuel. Once it's got its destination, it's stuck to it. But yeah, I was absolutely shocked when it arrived on time. I even sent another ship up there in the hopes, a faster one, in the hopes that it would make it up there and get back in time, and I'll be able to stop it off and make it get some fuel on the way down and stuff. That one arrived. I managed to do that. I managed to get it up there, but after I got it up there, got everything down and saw the time it would take. That one was going to be late as well, but yeah. I don't know if it was telling me the total, how many days total from start to finish it was going to be, and that's what I looked at, assuming that was how many days was left, which I thought was the most logical thing it would say. Telling you how many more days it's got to get to the location. So I breathed a sigh of relief. I'll tell you what, knowing that I don't have to reload the save again and do that whole day or that whole stream over again. So, yeah. But we're getting there. We've just got a little bit to go. I think we've got about 15 contracts to do, and then we level up to the next level. The last level where we're going to need to buy out Scumbag Lydia. Don't know how much that's going to cost. It's going to be a lot of money. But we managed to buy two new ships of the bigger types, and we've got one larger ship to unlock when we level up. And yeah, it's going to be fun. But anyway, I digress. The whole point of this conversation from the beginning was to inform you that Mr. Frithgar, if you're interested, will be streaming Farming Simulator 22, because he's got a copy already. He's one of those lucky ones because he's got 100,000 viewers, well, subscribers on YouTube, and most of them, 99% of them are there for his Farming Simulator content, and probably about 60 of those is for his time lapse, 60-70% for his time lapse. And the rest of us are there for both his time lapse and his Let's Plays. So, yeah. So if you want to know what time it is, and I'll when I get a chance, I'll type the command for a link to his channel. If you're not a subscriber of Mr. Frithgar, then you can get a link to it, and then you can turn up and have a look at and get a ex-farmer's view on a Farming Simulator game. As well as an avid gamer, especially with Farming Simulator anyway. Because like I said, that's what his channel's about, mainly. Actually, unless Causey, would you be able to type the command in for me? Perhaps. You give him the link. It's ! Ginger. If you wouldn't mind, if you... Oh, don't tell me Streamlabs is not working again. Streamlabs is not working again. Gotta love it, yep. I don't know what it is with it. Let me try and fix it just quickly. Oh, because it's locked me out of it for some reason. Right. I'm logged back in. I've just turned CloudBot off for a bit. Oh, get into gear. And then I'll turn it back on. And hopefully that'll fix it. I mean, probably logging in would have done the trick, but just in case, like last time, what I had to do was turn CloudBot off for about 5 minutes and then turn it back on, and it came back up. Wonder if it'll do its double thing again. This is our very first ADR load, isn't it? Type load. What are we taking? Liquid. Petrol. Well, that's annoying. Diesel would have been better just in case I run out. I could have just sneaked a little bit out and say, oh, someone must have not tightened the lid up properly and it fell out when I went around corners. I came back into the game and I forgot to put the slobs back up. Yeah, it's alright. I'm on the Stream Manager dashboard thing, so that has some of the important information I require, like the bit rate. The chat, it's probably the most important bit. Is there a train around here? Because I can hear the ding 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 of the bells. It's 50 through here. For some reason, I have no idea what reason that is. Not like I'm residential area now, is it? Oh, we've gone to 60 now. That's right, you move your backside, Renner. Get out of my... Never mind. Don't worry about it. I haven't got the power to actually keep up with you. Right there in front of us is the reason why Renner should have stuck with cars and left trucks alone. That was a pointless indication, wasn't it? Right, we're on our third stream of the summer one, which is interesting. Now, I'm just trying to work out in my head. Yeah, good luck with that one. So obviously next week will be the last stream one. So the week after that we'll be doing the convoy mode. And I'm just thinking what the date is. Oh, nice, $9 grand. Good work there. And so what's next week? Next week will be, let's see. Well, I just add 7 to the current date. There we go, 26th. The following week would be we've got 30 days in November in it, so 4 days plus 3, December the... Okay, oh, actually, interestingly, and probably luckily, there's a chance in 2 weeks' time I won't be able to stream on the Friday. Anyway, I might be at a wedding, perhaps, maybe, possibly, could be. Depends. So, no, I've been there, done that. Never again. I got other better things I can think of doing, like sleeping. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes, and since that happens to be the week that we were going to do convoy mode,